Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3 and the Japan campaign. And where we left off, we were slowly but surely building up our army, and to be honest with you, I think we've got it in a pretty good place now. I've just started the production of another light armoured brigade, because that is going to fill out this last division here. We've got one artillery coming for this unit, and one artillery coming for this one, so we've got another 5 units going to be due out soon. We've got this unit here, which is going to need quite a lot to build itself up. And then we still need to decide what we want to do with those 2 motorized units there that we're building. But yeah, we are coming along quite nicely now. So in early March, we'll have some more motorized units finishing up and things. The last couple of ones that are getting organized here being done. Right, and I see steel armor casting. And we'll let electro welding techniques continue. I think we will do capital ship main armament just to unlock battleship class, because I think that's a little bit off the pace. But yeah, all in all, I'm quite happy with the build up we've got so far. It's not perfect, but it's definitely, I think, going to be enough to at least do the starting damage to the Chinese. But we'll see. We'll see if the nationalists can put up more of a fight than I'm giving them credit for. The relatively large communist nation is quite an interesting one. Carry a medium anti-air and a little bit more to officers. We're starting to shift over to officer production now, slowly but surely. So every time a tech finishes and I feel like we haven't got something else we want to do immediately, I'm going to chuck a little bit more at officers. Weirdly, it was saying that we weren't quite at 100%. Right, carrier armor thickness. Yeah, happy with that one. So you've already got fleet carrier class at like 42 level, so we're already kind of doing pretty well. And you're at 56, you're at 51, so you're my next couple to finish and then decide upon. I think, to be honest with you, it's probably these units that I really need to spend some time and effort on, because they'll be relatively quick turnarounds. Right, we will expand our factories there, and we're up to medium popularity, which is good. Heavy anti-aircraft at 39, sure. Put a little bit more into officer ratio over there. Lovely. Up to 12 now. Okay, and then we can see Haraga's new designs. So we have tensions with China. So, in 1937, the Imperial General Staff started to move troops to reinforce the North China Army for an upcoming confrontation with China. The 20th Infantry Division was called up from Korea, the 2nd Independent Mixed Brigade from the Kuomintang Army, and the 5th, 6th, and 10th Infantry Divisions from the Japanese mainland. This was also including the 1st Tank Regiment, Colonel Baba, and the 2nd Tank Regiment, Colonel Imada, from Karume and Chiba. Yeah, that's good. And then we've got your Yuzuru Hiraga's designs once again, and capital ship is main armament one of the things? Doesn't look like it is. But battlecruiser like stuff. Oh no, capital ship main does gain. Okay. Interesting. So if we were to scroll down now to, oh yeah, it did give itself a little bit of a push. That's good. If we can get that improved as soon as possible, that would be lovely. And then I'm thinking, once we've got light carriers to the next level, I'd be kind of interested to maybe start upgrading the coastal battleships and things, because I think that would be a worthwhile thing to do at this stage. Right, cruiser light anti-air at 38, sure. Let's take you off and then do another little bit of officers. So we've doubled our officer intake now. And we could actually move over the majority of you, and I think we will do so. And we'll start getting you embedded in some units and things. Because otherwise you're just going to go to waste, and you are perfectly okay units. Okay, so there's a motorized that's just finished. It's a shame you don't speed up anything else overly. But hey ho. And there's a little bit extra on upgrades. Okay, and then let's load you up. And this time we'll transport you over to Dang Dong. Dandong. Oh my god. I've heard that Dan's Dong is, you know, dangalicious. Right, so... okay. We are making this work. And seeing another truck finish in a second. So that's good. That'll free up another little bit more. And the medicine advance is at 35, so we'll let that run. It's a useful one. Every little's going to help in the upcoming set of battles that we're going to have. Yeah, there we go, and that truck just finished. And you're all lacking transport units, so we'll make sure that we definitely do that. In fact, these are all lacking transports as well. I hadn't even factored that into my thinking. Do we want to do that and get some horses in? Yeah, we might want to do that. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So we are wasting a little bit of IC at the moment on the anti-tank, but that's okay. We can use it elsewhere. Could move down. Well, actually, you're going to be done pretty quick. Yeah, it's probably not worth it. Okay, yeah, that does make some sense. So, you four... So, you just need a horse and an engineer, probably. So... we'll build a horse and an engineer. And you'll take 120 days. July 13th's just about okay. I think. Yeah. Well, actually it's not, is it? So we'll do a horse and oh, you know what, an anti-tank. That's pretty cheap. 60 days? Yeah, perfect. So that fills you out. Then you need a horse and a HQ, an anti-tank and an artillery, I think. So artillery and HQ, and we need that times 3. So you fill out the 4 there, yeah, okay. Let's put you to the top because you're relatively quick. Same thing with the artillery, and then we'll put you to the bottom. Let's prioritize. know that the infantry tanks are a little bit expensive. Okay, so the Nagoya Pan-Pacific Peace Expedition, Exposition, sorry. The Nagoya Pan-Pacific Peace Exposition, Jesus, is to be held during the next couple of months. It's intended to promote industry, transportation, education, science, and construction, architecture, social welfare, tourism, fine arts, and crafts. Most countries in the Pacific will be participating, and it's an important opportunity to bolster our foreign relations. While Prince Prince Higashikuni Narihiko intends for this exhibition to be a showcase to showcase the Nagoya region as an industrial and cultural center of the empire. Many members of the IGA object to the idea of a completely peaceful exposition, because of course they do. We can either stay true to the name of the event or improve our foreign relations or give the IGA a hall for the display of force. Don't let the IGA interfere or lose a little bit of relation. You know what? Losing a little bit of relation. Yeah, I'd rather do that than gain 5% and lose national unity. So, yeah, sorry. There will be a live fire demonstration area. It is what it is. That's for sure. And I'm not sure it's production beneficial, but it kind of looks like it is, so yep, every little bit helps. Okay, you're at 90. You're already finished. 75, so not long now, just a little bit longer. And yeah, don't want to export any tungsten. Right, and the war with China really isn't that far away now. It is very close, so we might want to start organizing our naval fleets and things for support action. These units might give these infantry tanks a little bit of a boost, but not by much. March 29th, that's good. Right, cavalry exploitation advance. And torpedo float plane, sure. So, carrier light anti-aircraft. 37. Yeah, it's not a pressing matter. It's extra we can put into officers just to build that ratio up a little bit more. Kind of hope some more of our techs and things would have finished. We've got some more finishing up relatively soon, and one of them will be jumping a little bit more into our overall leadership pool, so it's not the worst thing in the world. And it's quite good to have a relatively motorized military ahead of this. Okay, and what stuff needs what? So you could do with an artillery and probably an anti-air. And you could do with a couple of units up there. And maybe an anti-air as well. Let's get you. You already got anti-air. Just put some extras in a few places. And you know what? We'll put the MPs over here. Like so. Okay, a little bit extra. Good. Put all the combat units together that we can. Okay, and June 21st is just about manageable. Some of this in early June as well might actually tick up in our favor once we get a little bit closer to it. Because we've got like a tank destroyer coming out that'll make the armor practical a little bit better. It's whether or not we can get any of the practicals to like improve. Like, yeah, so the armor practical at 2.1 is quite low, as is the mobile practical. But right, industry at 38, central planning at 36. Now, I would say all of these are worthwhile doing. So I am going to take a little bit out of officers to do them all, because we can get them all done by early August. That all help our military units like nearly immediately. A bit like that one just then. Okay, advanced education investment. That means some more for officers, I think, in the long run. Still only 82, like we're not putting a massive dent into things. Was hoping for a little bit more. But that's good. That little bit extra there. It's not a bad thing. Got the cruiser medium anti-air support, I think, just finishing too. Right, we're not making a huge amount of rares at the moment. Neither of those are great trades. We do have a little bit of money to spend. Not sure. I mean, Brazil or the Netherlands, probably the Netherlands. By 15 rares, that's probably a good amount. And expand our manufacturing, sure. Cruiser medium, yeah. That puts a little bit more into officers. So 77 a day, 30 days in a month, so call it 100 less 25%, so what's that? That's about 3,000 a month. It's not going to be enough, and it's not even 3,000 a month, it's more like 2,000 at the current level, but hopefully we can scale that up a little bit more. And another motorized unit finishing up. Okay, and we've got a little battle going on there that we've won. Happy days. Okay, and it's a proper full production queue now that's done. And up to 50,000 energy, which is good. Right, and with that amount outstanding, we can think about you. So you've got a truck and you've got a motorized unit already, so we probably want a light armor, an armored car, an armored engineer, and then maybe an artillery. Just the one at 13 is pretty good. It's good value. And take a little bit out there for you. And then, yeah, a little bit more into officers. Keep the gravy train going. Yeah, the neutrality isn't helping us massively. Could switch to free air draft and just see if that propels us a little bit more as well in a minute. Because that'll get rid of the negative debuff on the amount of officers that we're recruiting and give us a bonus. In fact, let's do that now. So, politics-wise then, we're on 1 year draft at the moment. If we did a 3 year draft, we wouldn't get, yeah, a negative on that. We'd get officer recruitment. Don't like the increase in consumer goods, mind you. That's okay. And then volunteer army. Yeah, the IC efficiency for production is honestly too good to turn down. But the bonuses now to officer recruitment should help us a little bit. And have our units just building up a little bit more. So they'll reinforce up to 9,000 odd. So they'll be relatively strong when the time comes. Okay, so we're up to 92 a day now on officers, so that is helpful. In fact, we're nearly at 80,000, so we'll be passing that threshold relatively soon. So we only need 15,000. Which I'm hoping we can drive towards. Nope, no export of tungsten. There we go, and that's the vast majority of the reinforcement done. Okay, and June 24th is still quite late on, to be honest. That's fine. I will accept it. On June 1st, I'm going to probably want to start organising our units a little bit, so I'll probably put another little jump in just to so that I can sort out leaders, armies, army group areas, etc. and go from there. Ooh. We had a slow moment there. It just like kind of stopped. Okay, and we lost a tiny bit of IC efficiency, which is also not so great. Right, the mass assault I will let run because it's in the right year banding. I'm hoping that some of these pocket battleships and things will be done soon. Right, attack reinforce chance. That's good. And yeah, from early July, that's when shit will hit the fan. And I reckon we'll want to start organising our naval assets. Well, the trains run on time. Okay, and a couple of extra ones finishing. So, assault concentration, we'll let that run, but pocket battleship, will take you away and put you on officers. So, 14,000 adrift, 100 a day, 3k every month. We're coming up on 2 months away, so we might need to do a little bit more, but we'll see. Attritional warfare, again, happy to let that run because it just gives our infantry a little bit extra oomph. Okay, and in May, yeah, I'm seeing an artillery coming online. Right, Tropical Island Garrison, Veneto Victoria, and then, yeah, another one going there. May 3rd now for capital ship main armament. Carrier class will be done in early May, so there's a few things that will be improved, so that's good. Right, and then another 10 IC out of consumer goods. Yeah, some of these things have upgraded by themselves, I'm pretty sure. Okay, machine gun and mortar. You know, at 37, I'm going to take you off to funnel more into officers. And in fact, I would say we've got enough espionage at the moment. We're only targeting the Republic, and I think it will take some time, yeah, before we start seeing some problems there, so... Okay, so that gets us over 100 a day. Okay, Hedgehog Defense at 36. You know what? I'm happy to take that off. Like so. And there's some more stuff in May. Or May 8 dual purpose guns to the next level. It's compounding. At 118. Okay, and then we take that off. And then we're doing 123, so... yeah, it's kicking into gear. And a load of this is done in like May time, so it's not actually that long. And then I like having yet another artillery due out soon. Go, artillery regiment, and I think you join up with, yes, you, and then we can move you over. And then a percentage point every few days is pretty good. Okay, and we might as well wait for that other unit before we send it, because I've just seen another one will be finished soon. Okay, so logistics, organization, at 37, yeah, we can take both of them off. A little bit more for officers. We're nearly at a level parity now, 133 a day. That's good. I'm loving the build up now. Every little is helping. Right, and then, yeah, we've done light carrier class. And hopefully, yeah, it's 138. So it's just over 5, I think, we're getting for every single leadership point that we're putting in. Okay, there goes the Spanish state taking over. 38 is good. So 143.6, sorry. So that's... I want to see green. Over 100 by the time we're at war, I think, minimum. We could also disband some units, and that might help if we really need to. Push comes to shove. Right. Right, provide support like that. Both of you, on you go. And get that transport going. Yeah, like that. Or like a recon type unit. Yeah, we'll send you over there. Now, this anti-air won't add much, but it might add a tiny little bit of bite to some of these units. I don't think it will add a great deal of bite to them, but any bite is better than no bite. And up until that point, they were pretty low on the bite force. And we'll make you the unofficial MP units. Okay, a surge of volunteers is really good at this moment in time because, yeah, there we go. That's going to boost us by 50 a day. That is crazy. We're nearly at over 200, which that feels bloody good. Now, armored unit training, we'll let that ride. Great war analysis, I think we'll let that ride as well. So at 200 a day. That's not too bad. 200 over 10 days is 2,000. So that's not insignificant. So 6,000 over 30 days. So it's achievable now, I would say. It's good that that event triggered. And I think we'll call it an episode just after the start of June, I reckon, because that'll give me enough time to reorganize and do a few things off camera to get the army all moved into position. Reorganize any naval units to start building some task forces, because there is a small nationalist navy to blow up. I don't think they have any submarines, but we'll want to make sure we keep an eye on that. And it's mainly, yeah, you on June 26th, you're going to lag that unit behind, annoyingly. But hey ho, it is what it is. Okay, and there goes the big bonus we had for the few days that we had it. Right, armored unit commander control, sure thing. Both the recon unit ones will finish, and that'll gain us a little bit more. As will the capital ship. Okay, but we don't want to actually give up on doing that one immediately. I think we probably want to do it like day one. And how goes our reduction of national unity? 95.2. Okay. In fact, Oh yeah, we're still very much in their sphere of influence. Okay, both of those at the right level we want. And I'm hoping we'll end out the episode on 90. I'm thinking we'll do war like relatively early in July, like maybe a few days in. Not immediately on the 1st. Jump out a little bit more there. And I think I will call it an episode here, everyone. So at the start of the next episode, we'll probably be in a position to invade and destroy the Chinese. So it is at least July, so we got any point in July with which to declare it. So we've got a little bit of time to just make sure we're all organised. We've also got the formation of Nanjing, which would be probably 1939. It is at least September 1st, 1939. So if we want to do that, we can kind of do it then. But yes, I think we're going to call an episode here. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to the next episode of what is it? Hearts of Iron 3. Thanks again. Bye bye.